have ancestors, but there is the supernatural element. So I want to talk about the specific characteristics, I'm damn out of time, of African spirituality. Why African spiritual systems, number one, tend to be polytheistic. There's more than one God because it is not restrictive. It is not hierarchical. There are female deities. There's a prominence in female deities. And I know y'all not going to like this. Many of the female deities are transgender or hermaphroditic. Like Obatala, the father of the Orisha, is also the mother of Orisha. And depending on under what rituals you are evoking Obatala, Obatala can appear as a man or a woman and can be identified as a man and a woman. I mean, Obatala's pronoun is she, her, him, he, they, them. And I know black folks don't want to hear this. Y'all follow people like Mugabe, or you believe that the Prince of Pan-Africanism has been telling you. So female deities, multiple deities, reverence of non-human divinity. Whereas in the Western Islam, Christianity, Judaism, God is only manifest through man. And then it trickles down to woman. Man is the highest manifestation of God's creation. Woman is a distant second, and children are even less than that. You can kill them with impunity in Christian, Judaism, and Islam. But in African spirituality, animals and trees have certain innate power. Like in the Christian religion, you can have a sword or an ark or something that is blessed, but it has to be through humans and for humans' use that thing is blessed. So you bless the Ark of the Covenant or some other artifact to empower humanity. Whereas in African spirituality, everything wasn't human-centric. A tree or a space of land or an object or an animal, one particular animal or an entire species of animal can have divine elements or divine qualities that aren't embedded in human. But we're going to take this up next week because I do want to talk about, and then there's the newer like Rastafarianism, which I classify as an African religion, Selassie I being God manifested in the flesh, the Lion of Judah. And so I want to go deeper into these elements of African spirituality and how there are some good elements to it and some negative elements to it. And how African spirituality sometimes can aid us potentially and can harm us potentially. And what do I think we should do as an atheist with our long history? Because I by no means think that we should abandon the Matu Neter. We should abandon our shrines, abandon the acknowledgement and reverence and even worship of our ancestors. But we can't do it in the traditional way. We have to radicalize and revolutionize spirituality. So I'm not saying for those who want or need or desire a spiritual life, I think there's a way to do it because a lot of the spirituality is very reactionary. It's regressive. And can we take African spiritual concepts and even understand how did it even come to be? When did the first African ever pick up a rock and put it on the top of another rock and bow down and says, I give energy and receive energy? Or this rock represents certain principles and values that I will embody in myself and use this particular stone or this particular carving to evoke and to center myself. Where did it all come? So we got a lot more to talk about. But I just wanted to explain what spirituality really was, because a lot of spiritual people can't even, define what spirit is. They'll tell you all kind of stuff, but it is what it is. And you don't get to have your own personal definition in it. Anyway, Bro Diallo Show, Q4 Radio. I'll see y'all next